There's type letters. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the TOUTTE podcast. I am Bryce, and I'm here with Ryan, parentheses, winning the wall in 2 minutes, and parentheses. How are we doing today, Ryan, parentheses, winning the wall in 2 minutes, and parentheses?
I mean, already off to a strong start of 5 seconds of silence at the beginning of the recording. Our fans are gonna love this. I've been a bit slacking on the content this week. I think I only posted one whole short. So currently we're still only at 13 subscribers. So we haven't hit our 15 goal.
Oh,
You know,
no.
I'm I'm here on the double eviction night. I wanted to make my name Ryan parentheses steal power orbs for the mastermind so he can bring his lair online end parentheses. But unfortunately, it said that was too long.
Mm,
My second option here. How are you doing tonight,
I'm
Brett?
good. We won today. We won big. As a Lauren hater, for whatever, I felt alone in this battle, and I'm feeling seen, heard, understood, and appreciated.
Wait,
Um,
Bryce, I'm gonna interrupt you. Do you have your phone on you?
I do.
Do you want to go check the newest tweet from TOUTTE podcast?
Okay. I bet it's going to be really fun and tasteful, as all TOUTTE podcast tweets are.
I think you're really gonna agree with it and enjoy it.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I should give him a follow.
You said,
Um, oh my God. I would like to, it says category is beautiful woman evicted in the final six, eviction by jealous haters. All right. I would like to say this does not reflect the views of the TOUTTE podcast. Do not condone such messages. Um, and we were hacked. We were hacked.
I don't know, Bryce. I have 3 likes on that tweet if I remember correctly. So
Foul. I was spiraling all day. I was like, Ashley's gonna be evicted. I was so sure. I was a billion% sure Lauren was gonna win the double HOH, and I forgot that pretty girls also go home in the double HOH. I should have remembered that. So we won. That Big Brother joke that you're gonna name your thing after, I was saying that. You know.
what a great podcast this is.
Unironically, one of the funniest things they've ever done on Big Brother. Like that really gave me a giggle. And last week too, the veto episode, or this week, the veto episode where they had like the stare down between Zingbot and the Mastermind, gave me a chuckle. Like they've been giving me a good chuckle lately. I don't know what's going on.
What's
But
your favorite thing that the Zingbot had for the mastermind?
the zings were crazy. We're gonna have to talk about the zings because um those were crazy.
Yeah, but I said the zings that he had for the mastermind.
I don't even remember them.
Oh well, he said that he fucked the mastermind's mom and that the mastermind got dick enlargement surgery.
That's kind of crazy. He kind of ate them up.
And he,
Um. Anyways, um, yeah, we're eating good this week. It's great. It's a great week to be an Ashley Morgan stan. Um, where I don't even know where to begin. There is a lot to talk about. We just lost like 2 people since you last saw us. There's a lot of cheat Manson, a lot of zinging. Um, yeah, where do we even begin here?
well, firstly, you keep saying we won. I thought this double was like passable. I thought it was kind of boring. I like Lauren. Like Lauren was not a good player, nor was she entertaining. But she was just like a charming, nice person. And I really needed to see like Vince got karma, but not in a satisfying way to me.
It would have been satisfying if she went home on his HOH. I'm telling you, that would have been
But
poetic.
I have a lot to say about Vince's HOH when we get to him because I think it's worse than even you're thinking. I have so much to get to.
This is making me excited. Um, okay, and I guess we can cover all that in the player ranking, I guess. But I guess is there anything outside of that that we should get to talk about? I will start by saying Morgan's Zing is one of my favorites in the world. and Ashley Zing made me so mad. But it's so funny to me how the entire house knows about this. Or Morgan and Vince are told to each other's face that everyone thinks they're cheating, and they're just like, "Nuh-uh," like "Nuh-uh," and they don't stop at all. Um, and it frustrates me that everyone still thinks Ashley's useless. My friends who only watch the show think Ashley's dumb, useless. Like, it pisses me off that she got that thing. But Zingbot did good this week. Yeah. What were your Zingbot thoughts, Brian?
Well, while I'm thinking about it, I liked how you know how after the recap, right before the theme song, it has the one little clip from the last episode.
Yes. Oh my god, and it was
It was the cheating island.
they doubled the fuck down, and I'm so glad they showed it. And also, the episodes this week kind of ate. I don't know. They've done a lot of covering up, but I actually feel like the episodes this week kind of did what went down justice a little for the most part. I don't know. Um, they even gave Ashley a segment of like looking smart today. That was crazy.
Fun. Took them long. Um,
Mhm.
Zingbot. I mean, I didn't really. I like how they called Vince a little crybaby bitch.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I still am annoyed that not only once it's a trend for them to give the affair partner the zing rather than the person affairing. But right after that, going into a segment of Keanu talking to Vince about how it's all Morgan's fault and Vince did nothing wrong because that's what the show always does to women. Um, annoyed me.
Yeah. I agree. With the zing itself, it was Morgan's, but it was both of theirs. Like sometimes a zing is a double, and that's how I'm trying not to be mad about it. I do think they finally like they did show that segment. It pissed me off, but I think since then they've at least like shown that I think they have finally shown that it is not just Morgan. They have shown Vince making advances. They have talked shit a lot about the last couple of episodes. They are burying Vince about having a girlfriend. So they finally did that. Um,
Did you hear what he said? He voted in the double tonight.
oh no, what did he say?
He was like, "I vote to evict Ava," and then the one and only shout out, "Love and miss you, Kelpie."
Do you even think she's watching at this point?
I no, but I'm sure she's getting spammed with clips.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, tough person to be. Tough person to be that Kelbell. You know. Um. Yeah. Let's see. What else? What else? Um,
I was thinking during the double, I was like, usually the quiz is the HOH and the other thing is the veto. So I was like, I wonder. I was keeping an eye out before the veto. I was like, I wonder how much of this will change. I think we get the same fucking outcome. If Keanu's HOH and Morgan's veto, Lauren still leaves Ava probably next to Ava.
I think Keanu noms Ava and Ava and Lauren. Yeah, but I did think too, although like th- I don't know if this is what you were saying, but like the HOH and veto were like backwards to me. Like that veto comp was such an HOH comp, and that HOH comp was such a veto comp in my brain. If that makes sense. Like I can't tell you the last time we did like a veto quiz. You know,
The last
like normally it's like a quick physical veto and like a quiz HOH for like a double or something. You know, so I feel like they kind of did it backwards.
is BB21 when
Hmm.
Nicole Cliff won HOH and veto. It was also physical HOH quiz veto.
Well, mixing it up, I guess. Yeah, this was the Mackenzie blockbuster comp, right? Ish adjacent, I think,
Oh,
right? Or no? It was. I know I'm right. This was the HOH comp was basically the one Mackenzie beat Rubina in by like a second.
oh
It,
yeah. It's the BB23 also HOH double.
I stopped watching the season at that point, I think.
I don't blame.
Um, I'm telling you, I'm needing Ashley to channel some Oz. I some Oz today. Um, and just snipe a Final Five HOH. I was saying if it's endurance, she needs to channel her BB can. Annika, like lock in,
I mean,
But
I'd rather her channel neither of them because they both made horrendous moves. So
I'm just saying, as a comp beast at Final Five, I feel like Final Five HOH is like I'm very convinced that Vince or Keanu is going to win this HOH. Don't get me twisted, but I do feel like historically Final Five HOHs have a tendency to be like fuck ass. Like I think Jerry was a Final Five HOH. Like I do feel like there are a lot of weird Final Five HOHs because it is like the worst HOH to have. But
Jerry's like it was like a roll a ball into a day comp, and Dan
yes,
the days, and then his ball just kept bouncing like 20 spots away, even because he was aiming for the right one and he could get up. I find it hard to believe that Vince or Keanu will
I remember.
accidentally the HOH that's endurance. So
Yeah, yeah. No, that's
if
fair.
Hudson
Um,
holds on to her spinning disc for 17 hours, then I'll take it all back. But
I do hope it's
I
that. I hope it's that.
Keanu revenge. What if it's pressure
I
cooker? Ava's gonna last 42 hours in that pressure cooker.
Pressure cooker at Final Fight would be crazy. My saddest thing about Rachel going was I really wanted to see her do an endurance comp. So makes me feel a little better that it's been so long because who knows if she would have organically made it this far. I think yes, but um, I really wanted to see her do an endurance. So whatever, you know.
Well, now at least you get to watch Keanu compete for the 400.
America's favorite. Listen. I want Rachel to get America's favorite. I think we have Keanu's got it on lock unless he wins the game and they don't let him get it. But they still might he's gonna win by so much, and I think we have to be ready for that. Um, unfortunatamente, you know.
I also keep seeing tweets talking about it. I saw a tweet earlier that was like, Keanu's got to be one of the best competitors in history. He's got nominated 7 times. He won 2 blockbusters and 4 vetoes. He won 3. People keep counting the Casey win as his own. I think probably because in the house he keeps saying that he won 4, so then everyone just believes him. Just like how everyone keeps saying that Chelsea never got nominated when she did, and everyone is just like, "Yeah, Chelsea never got nominated. You're right."
She sure didn't. She never ever got nominated. It's true.
Leah,
The whole
why?
game.
Why?
I don't know. I get happy when they talk about that season because they at least kind of know some. Like anytime they reference anything in Big Brother history ever, I'm like, good job, you did it. Like,
I'm so surprised. Like when uh the blockbuster got revealed, I messaged you and I was like, "It's the BB20 battle back call." And then after it happened, Keanu said that, and I was like, "Keanu flips. How the fuck does he know that?
I don't know. I don't know how he knew that.
Is he just a
I
fucking Scotty fan? Like,
I remembered it from the other times it's been done. Like I think it was um they've done it a lot. Oh my god, I
like
just totally
Matt in 25 and one of the double veto.
125. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, in 25 because we were all so annoyed that it was like another ball pit comp. Um
Fucking Chloe James said, "You know what? I got to make the big move and nominate America and Felicia at Final Six."
yeah. Well, oh well. Lauren did eat that comp, and I will say she looked very pretty eating that competition. Yes, Mafia. Um, so good for her. Um, I really wanted Lauren to go home on Vince's HOH. I thought that would have been so funny, but whatever. I'm happy Kelly's gone. She was funny in her exit interview. I will give her that.
It was
Um,
charming. She'd been all. If she was like that the entire season, she'd be a legitimate fan favorite. I was very, very charmed.
yeah, but
She was also pulling the vent for like every other second to be like, "It's so annoying."
well, I'll remember this charm when she's insufferable in jury. Um,
Bryce, remember, I think.
I'm really excited for Lauren to walk in after she was like, Lauren's gonna be just fine. Lauren's gonna do great.
Okay, to be fair, that's what you were saying too.
Nuh-uh.
Bryce, I need you to stop chewing into that mic. But no, Kelly and her farm kid Grit are unfortunately outside the Big Brother house.
And she
Lauren,
was freaky.
or Lauren's outside the Big Brother house.
Mm.
I mean, we
I,
have a final five.
we have a what?
We have a final five. We have a finale in a week and 3 days.
I know.
Oh,
Do you want to start ranking these people?
well, sure. Also, while you pull that up, side note, I'm so glad they're finally going back to the short and final four and final five.
It's boring.
Um, but then again, like they're still not doing it as well as they could. Final five is still almost a full week, and then final four is just like a day. I feel like they could maybe if they could. I don't know if the Wednesday eviction is live. Actually, it might be like a Tuesday eviction, and the episode's Wednesday. I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but
I
I'm
don't
very
mind.
they're shortening that because wasting an entire week on those is making me want to kill myself. So.
Very fair. Um, the pacing was. Why is there just coffee? Because that I can't get rid of. I can't get rid of the coffee. Close that. I got rid of the coffee. Um, the pacing is a little weird, but it is the end game is so boring that I don't mind. I would have liked one earlier double maybe instead of a certain wheel, but I don't mind a rush end game. You know, I'm glad they just stuck to a regular double and didn't do anything fuck ass. I was really worried they were gonna do some fuck ass stuff. You
Okay,
know.
before we rank, I need to run through some things to know where I'm going to put people. Can we
Okay.
go to nomination combinations and figure out who would get evicted?
Sure.
If it's like Abe versus Vince,
Who
I
gets evicted?
think Ava Lee.
Um, depends on Keanu.
And
Yeah,
right
depends on
now,
Keanu, and it could go either way. Um,
yeah,
I think Ashley will want Vince out. I think, although that might not be smart for her, I think she will want Vince out.
I think
And
between there he can go either way. So that one's tricky. So I'm gonna move on.
mhm.
Vince versus Morgan. I think
I think Vince goes. Vince
goes.
goes for sure. Ava and Ashley evict Vince.
Um, if it's Vince versus Keanu, I think Keanu goes.
Yep.
If it's Vince versus Ashley somehow, I think Vince goes as things
Yep.
stand now. So
I I agree.
Vince leaves against two of the four, stays against Keanu, against Ava, it's a question mark.
Yep.
I think Keanu, I'm not even going to run through individually. He just leaves next to everyone, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Unless somehow like Ashley evicts Morgan over. No, because even then Ava, like, yeah,
Mm-mm.
he's next to everyone.
Mhm. Probably.
Ashley against Ava, I think Ashley stays.
Mhm. I agree.
Ashley against Morgan, I think Ashley stays just because
Yep.
like, surely Ava and Keanu, like, they're going to split up.
Yep. Yep.
So,
I think Ashley stays against everybody.
yeah, I agree. My
Ben.
mother. Um, so then what? The only one we haven't done is like Morgan versus Ava, and I think that comes down to what Ashley decides.
Yep. I don't know what happens. I think Morgan goes.
I would hope, I'm like, surely Ashley knows that Morgan has to go at that
And
point.
she needs to get a big move. Yeah. Um,
So Ashley's can go to date.
mhm,
This is just something I needed to confirm for myself.
mhm.
And even then,
All
this
right.
is pretty safe as well.
Mhm. Morgan is pretty safe. I mean, it's my bet. My order of who will go is Keanu or Vince. Keanu, Vince, Ava, Morgan, Ashley is my order of likelihood to go. Probably.
Morgan's more likely to go than Ava.
I
But with
Yeah.
the like HOH outcomes,
I mean, Yeah, I think Morgan goes against Ashley, and I mean Morgan only goes against Ashley. No, she goes against Vince, right? Okay,
If he stays against Vince, he goes against Ava.
whatever. Let's judge how they played the last 2 weeks or whatever. Let's get to it. Um, Coolio.
Yeah.
Where do we start? Let's start with. Oh, can we do? I want to start. I want to start. Let's do one final Kelly F for the road. Um, you know,
I was gonna say.
like, could I argue her to go elsewhere? Maybe. She actually didn't. I actually didn't think she played all that horribly, but she didn't play well, and I can't put her anywhere else. Um, she was leaking stuff to the wrong people, saying God knows what. She asked to be evicted over Lauren at some point. She was a mess, as she always was. And the queen of the F tier must stay in the F tier. But I mean, with a different blockbuster outcome, with if she won, or the ironic thing is she was safe. If she was safe if she won, or if Keanu won. So ironically, like the safest she has been on the block is the time that she goes home. The one time she doesn't go home versus like everybody, but you know, so be it. I'm glad it happened. Goodbye. That's all I gotta say.
See, the thing is, even if the blockbuster went a different way, um, I think no matter who went between Keanu and Lauren, that Kelly just leaves in the double
100%.
because Morgan won both comps, and I think Kelly's easily the most likely boot there.
I agree.
Um, so like she was never making it past tonight. This is a culmination of her entire game. Like, did she objectively play the worst she's ever played this week? No, but she did, and I can't really blame anyone but herself.
I agree. I agree. So no, I don't. I don't have much more to say about her. I thought I would, but I don't. So
I will put another person in F tier.
uh,
Dare I say below Kelly?
is it Lauren?
No, it's Ben.
Nah,
Hear me out. Okay,
I don't think I have. But continue.
okay. So, firstly, Vince nominates the person that he wants to take to the finale. One of, if not the only people he beats in the final two. In fact, he nominates both of them. I think Kelly and Lauren are the only two people he has a good chance of beating. We'll talk about Ashley later.
He has a chance, though. There's a decent chance.
Um, him nominating Lauren never should have fucking happened. It was atrociously bad. She was going home if one of the blockbuster outcomes didn't happen. And even then, the thing that tips it over for me, not only did he lose like any respect he might have had because he just let Morgan control everything, like actively does not beat anybody in the finals except maybe Ashley, and that is the least likely combination of finalists I think out of the entire cast. Um,
Um,
I think
nah, I can see least less likely. I don't think Keanu and Morgan are going to be final two. Um, I don't think.
it's not likely. It's very, very unlikely. And so he's
I
drawing
could
dead.
actually see.
Bryce, let me keep talking.
Okay.
So he's drawing dead against pretty much everyone. But not only that, I want to focus on the second part of the double because Lauren going home was completely avoidable, even within everything Vince did. If Vince simply evicted Keanu instead of Kelly, Lauren and him are both in the final five still. Because if Keanu was out, Morgan wins both those comps. Lauren does not go home against literally anybody.
Yeah.
And Vince wouldn't have gone on the block. He would be in a magnificent position if he simply evicted Keanu over Kelly, and it just didn't happen. And that is all fully his fault. He nominated his number one. His number one went home. He took out the only other person he had a good chance against in finals. He actively tanked any little respect he had left in the game. there's one person currently planning on taking him to final two, and she destroys him. Even Keanu might. Keanu also destroys him. Like he has no path to win, and it's all because of everything he did this week. He actively took away any chance he had at winning.
Mhm.
I don't know how you can argue that's not F tier. Even if you want to say above Kelly, like he single handedly took away his own ability to win.
I'll say this. I don't. I think his path always needed to be with Lauren to the end. So he needed to prioritize Lauren over Morgan yesterday. You know. But I don't. So obviously, I think nominating Lauren is as dumb as you do, and he almost lost her. So yeah, I don't hate. I don't hate him saving Keanu because for two reasons. One, Kelly is after him. Keanu's not. You know. Yes, Ryan.
Kelly would have gone home in the double.
Or she could have won it.
She would have needed to win one of those comps. Otherwise, she just leaves based on what comps did happen.
Would she though? Here's the other part you forget that is why evicting Keanu would have been stupid. Lauren, Ava, Kelly, half of the cast. Right? Lauren, Ava, that leaves a trio in the final six. And if
I'm
you want,
using results based logic.
yes, you are using result-based logic.
He would have Lauren with him in the final five, with them as half of the HOH competitors. And Lauren's other allies, except Ava, would all be gone, so she'd be forced to still be loyal.
Yeah, but I don't blame him. Personally, I think evicting Kelly was the better move for him. I think someone in that trio needed to go. That wasn't Lauren. And I actually like that he initially wanted to target Ava, but nobody wanted to target Ava. That being said, yeah, I don't see how he wins. Maybe against Keanu. Nah. Yeah, I don't think he beats anybody. But he's doing his classic Vince thing of fucking up an HOH and probably being fine. But I'll put him in F. I'll put him in F. I'll do it.
He's also the second most likely person to go home this week.
Slay.
So if he can even make it to final two, he's not winning, and his path to final two is a lot.
All right. Any other Vince thoughts?
My sister refuses to even say his name. She just keeps calling him the V word. And she desperately wants him evicted from the house.
Well, that is good. That is good. Okay. I am going to move on to someone, and I am tempted to be delusional and give out an S tier, but I think that's delusional. As insane and unhinged as she was, and just like not okay at all, Morgan ate these last couple of weeks to the ground. Like, my God, did she eat? The fact that she was able to get, even if it was for personal reasons, whatever, the fact that she was able to get Vince to nominate Lauren is ridiculous. Impossible, even. And she got the votes to get over Ashley, mind you, and got the votes to get Lauren evicted and Keanu on Blockbuster after doing that is crazy. She won an HOH. She took out Lauren next. She took out Kelly, which is great, you know. And she is, to me, by far the front runner to win. And trust me, she has her flaws. She has her problems. She's a huge target. She's unhinged. She's emotional, but I think she's locked in now. And suddenly Vince in Final Two is actually great for her. So she's got Ashley with her. She can favor with Ava. It's going how she wants. So that's my Morgan take. That's my Morgan Pope take, I guess. So it's been all about her, you know.
No,
So yeah.
the only downsides is that she's Keanu's current biggest target. He's Otherwise, like, I don't think she's an Ashley's top two target. I don't think she's an Ava's top two target. She's Vince's final two. There are still a couple scenarios where she does go home this week.
Mhm.
However, um, it's hard to imagine her not winning a comp or having like Vince veto her or something. I agree that she's the most likely winner. I think objectively, based on the risks of her going home, she should probably be like A tier, but she ate this week up, and I like tiers being separate. I'm perfectly fine with an S tier because
Let's go.
I it's not difficult to imagine her winning at this current point at all. Um,
Mhm.
and I think like she won an HOH finally, not just vetoes, but even so, like she's winning comp after comp. She even tied in the veto before saying that the wall took 2 minutes.
Yep.
Um, which that's the only other reason I'd consider going A tier, perhaps even B. I don't know what the hell she was doing, but I don't know. Like when you look at the board, you look at activity, she's up there. You look at win equity, I think she's number one on the board. You look at like people wanting her there, like it wouldn't even surprise me if she could convince Keanu to vote out fucking Ava over her or something.
Mhm.
Even like it wouldn't shock me if Keanu would like I want to fucking take out Vince now for some reason instead of Morgan.
Mhm.
I don't know. Like I think she's sitting pretty. I think she's a gamer girl.
What? Wait. No, no, no. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
So the clips that keep popping up of her from her streams are, are kind of killing me.
I would eat a bitch's ass. Like,
So yeah, that's an obvious S tier.
good. Good. More God Pope. And wow, I don't know what I'd rank her as a winner because she is the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. She is delusional. She's insane. This cast is bad at the game. Um, she's eaten some weeks and she should have gone home like 5 different times. Like I still to this day am remembering that she goes home if Zach used his veto, and that's crazy.
She also goes
The
home a week and a half if Lauren a week ago if Lauren doesn't just throw BB comics.
does she?
She was
Oh,
still been on the block, and then Keanu ate the fuck out of that blockbuster.
I didn't watch, so
Yeah,
I could see
well,
Morgan winning that blockbuster.
I mean, I don't know. Keanu did very, very well. Like he was flying.
Okay. All I heard about it was Ashley being delusional, being like, I was close. I could have done it if I got unwrapped. And I bet Morgan could have beat him.
She wasn't close at all. And even then, like knowing Lauren, if she won the veto, she would have been too scared to even renom Keanu. So then maybe Morgan would have actually won that anyways. But um, she was at the time planning on vetoing Ashley and saving Keanu or nomming Keanu. And in that case, like those 30 seconds in BB Comics caused all of this. Um, so
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
going to talk about Ashley because I want to talk about Ashley.
Okay.
Um, as things currently stand, things can change. I don't see Ashley going home this week, just period. I think she's locked for the final four. Unfortunately, the jury does not like or respect her, and I think the only person she has a shot at beating is Vince, and even that is a toss up. I think she loses to Ava, she loses to Morgan easily. Keanu, I mean, maybe, like,
There's a
objective.
shot there. There's a shot against Keanu. Not a good one, but there is.
Um, who's left? Um,
Vince.
oh yeah, I think she has a good chance against Vince, but again, that's a very currently unlikely final two to happen. Because again, like Morgan would have to go first of all, and second of all, Vince would have like Vince despises Ashley. Granted, I don't know who the fuck Vince goes to after that because it's Ava and Keanu. but I don't know. Like the chances seem slim, and even then, like she needs to pick up a couple more votes because I think she has Rachel and Will Law. Um, Ideally, I think Ava probably too, unless she like cuts Ava. I think Ava would be bitter as fuck,
Hmm.
especially if she cut it like final three. I think she's not voting for whoever votes her out.
I would like to say also versus Keanu, I could see a world where she gets Rachel, Will, Ava, Morgan.
I think maybe, but even then, dare I say, it would not surprise me if Rachel votes Keanu.
Yeah, that's fair. But she could. I'm saying there's a chance against Keanu. She's not drawing dead versus Keanu at all.
Yeah, I think it's a small chance, but I
Mhm.
don't know. But she's safe. I think she's played a lot better than the jury is seeing. I think she's the best player in the house. I think objectively, I think I would probably say Morgan's played a better game this season. Question mark. It's close, but I think Ashley is the best overall player in the house. Um, I think she's played the last week or two extremely well. She flipped a vote she shouldn't have. I know that was from last tier list, but she was actively like campaigning, stirring things up. There's no reason she should have been safe on this HOH from Vince. Like she's the
None.
well, she's the most active at talking to every single person in the house. I think she's based on who's left. I think she's Ava's number one. Morgan said to the cameras that she only prioritizes Vince over Ashley, so she's at Morgan's number two. Keanu, who fucking knows? Keanu still probably pick Vince because he's a man, but I think Ashley's behind that. And even Vince doesn't have good options past Morgan, so it very well could be her. Like,
I think Vince is. I think Ashley is Vince's number two.
I,
Genuinely,
I,
because I do not see Vince wanting to get to the end with Keanu or Ava personally.
I could see him maybe wanting. I'll, I can't get in the mind of Vince, but I'm like maybe he tries to pivot to Ava because they both don't have anyone else. Mine,
I see him more likely to work with Keanu than Ava. But
I don't know.
mm,
Like, how could
um,
it's crazy how like everyone in the house Vince like hates, and it's all because of stuff that he did. I'm like,
yeah, he's so bad. Um, I I'm so proud of Ashley. I understand the. It always infuriates me to hear how the people in the house talk about her, and that reputation that she got from week one has not gone away. It never has gone away, and it's frustrating. It's so frustrating to hear her be the only one to read people, and Vince to say she's an idiot. There are little whispers here and there that actually of people actually saying she's smart, but it's whispers. There is a world she wins. I don't know what she could do that's better than what she does. And the reality is, the flaw in her game is that she can't win competitions. And I know we never really rank on that, but it's tough, and that's why she doesn't have the respect. Um, but I want to give her an A because Kelly and Lauren going is so good for her, and I don't know what she could have done better. So I vote A. I don't know.
I also wanted to say A. I feel like we jump straight to the tier and then explain after, and I'm trying to have more of a diversity.
You're mixing it up.
So what
Okay.
did we?
Since you talked about my fave, I'll talk about your fave. We'll talk about snoring furniture. Um, so glad she's gone. I want her to get an F. She's a nice lady. She played terrible, and I think these last two rounds, all the things that I've been annoyed about in her game that I think she's done bad have caught up to her. The fact that she never spoke to half of the house caught up to her, and it was clear. It was so clear when she had to talk to like Morgan and she had to talk to Ashley and she was complaining about having to do it. And her campaign literally changed Ashley's mind to want to evict her. Like it was that bad. There's zero reason you should ever be up, ever, on Vince's HOH. That is pathetic. Um, Barge your way in, do something, Charlie. Um, don't let Morgan spend the whole day up there with him. I don't know what to say. You should never ever have been up. Um, and then she went and campaigned for Kelly the whole time. Um, I think everything came crashing down for her, so I want to give her an F. And that's my stance. But she's nice and pretty. So
I mean, I think genuinely, she, other than spending the night in Vince's HOH room alongside Morgan, I think she did about the best she could. Uh, Taryn said that maybe it wasn't him. Someone on RHEP counted the amount of times that Vince flipped back and forth, and he says that Morgan and Lauren, respectively, convinced Vince to nominate and then not nominate Lauren 10 and 9 times. Lauren successfully flipped Vince off of nominating her 9 times. And, there's only so much you can do when Morgan doesn't leave his side. Every time she talked to him, she did convince him, but
clearly not.
Morgan talked to him last.
Yeah. I just think the fact that it was even in consideration is crazy.
I mean, no, and the issue is I think this week he obviously didn't play well. I think the biggest mistakes were just things from the past, where the only reason Vince ended up nominating her is because in the past she kept forgiving him, and she was telling him it's not going to happen.
There was a fucking gigantic spider on my wall. I'm not okay right now.
Yeah, no, put your mic down and go that bitch.
It's so big. Hang on. Let me see if the camera.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Our viewers want to see it.
No. No. Put your camera and mic down and get a fucking shoe and hit it.
I'm just gonna. I can't. I'm just gonna just keep podcasting. I can't.
Okay. No, I don't think she played well, but I think she kinda did what she could. She was just, I don't know. I want more diversity. I was gonna say D. She didn't play well, but she played as bad as those two.
That works. I'm gonna cry. It's so big.
Put the mic down. Go kill it.
I don't want to. It's so big.
Okay, but you're gonna be like this the rest of the podcast, and I'll be
I don't know what to do. I just want it to not exist. I'm gonna have a panic attack. Oh my god. I don't think I captured it. Okay, look away from your screen for a second. Everybody see, it's not showing up. It's in the corner there. Wait. Oh, it's backwards. That's why. Wait. No. What is happening?
Right.
Where does this camera come out of? Okay, well, for some reason, it's not showing up. I don't know why. And I just showed my whole messy ass room, so whatever. Hopefully in some frame of that it showed up, but I'm scared. But I'm just gonna leave it be. I'm gonna leave it be. I don't. Should I get it? I'm gonna get it. Okay. Can you hold for like 2 minutes?
Yeah, I'll find something to talk about.
I'm having a panic attack. Okay, talk about whatever. I'm gonna be very brave.
Okay, I feel like I'm not doing a good job of explaining Laura. I don't know. I feel like she just didn't play as bad as. I don't like spiders. I'm not even this bad. Jesus, he's recoiling in fear. He's acting like Lauren does when she needs to make a game decision. No, maybe I'm being blinded by just standing her for kind of no reason. She obviously didn't play well. She got evicted. She wasn't able to get literally anything she wanted this week. I probably should agree to put her in F tier. Um, so maybe I will. But I don't know. I like separating the tiers a bit. It makes it more visually fun. Um, it helps me attempt to rage bait people on Twitter, which so far doesn't really work. The entire reason I put Jimmy on the last one is because I wanted people to be really confused and interaction bait, and it didn't even work. So, you know, um, I don't know. I feel like we vaguely said it. The people I'm rooting for Ashley to win, even though it's unlikely. I don't really care who else makes it there. Um, like I kind of want Keanu and Vince out next, but then I think Ashley loses to both of the others in the finals, so then it's kind of a lose lose. Um, so Morgan is the person I'm rooting for second after that, just because I think those two have played the strongest games throughout the entire season, and I generally root for the person playing the best game to win. Not always. Like last season, I was not rooting for Chelsea. I was bored out of my mind watching her play. Like she's a very good player. She deserved it. But I was rooting for like Leah, Quinn, Angela, and when Leah did not use her HOH to take out Chelsea, I was so disappointed. Um, but I think Ashley and Morgan are the two strongest players. I think if Keanu won, this show is a joke. I think if Vince wins, that the show is also a joke, but slightly less so. And then Ava doesn't even play the game, but it's not-
Okay. It moved to my ceiling since I left, so I have to wait for a better time to strike. It is also not a spider; it is a huge centipede.
oh,
Um, so
okay. Well,
um,
what were you doing out of the room for 3 minutes?
I was trying to find my method of attack. Um, I decided on throw whale.
See that?
Um,
See, I go straight for the kill. I get a shoe and I just hit it.
the problem is I've done this before, and that thing's guts are gonna go everywhere, like above my bed.
Well,
Um, so I'll just wait till it's in a better spot. I have to remember centipedes are pretty chill. They're just gross looking, but like centipedes are chillers. Like it's okay. They're just nasty.
wait, centipedes are chillers? That's my favorite final two from Big Brother 25.
Whatever. I'll put Lauren in D because you said so.
Oh, spent half of that talking about how she probably should be F, and I'm probably just like being stupid.
We won. Okay.
No, she's above Vince still. Outraged by Vince is not as bad as Vince nominating her.
Fine. Okay. Um,
Let's see who's left. Ava and Keanu. Jesus Christ. Um, I'll talk about Ava, I guess. Um, she nominated, but she was never ever going home. In the double, she was also never ever going home, even if she got nominated. Um, the out of the cast probably has the second highest win equity. I think she beats everyone except Morgan. So that's great. She also, like this week, has a very small chance of going home. Granted, the two most likely HOHs likely both put her on the block, but if Nom's person she leads against, I think 100% is Ashley, and even then, I could see it going the other way if things change. Like
mm-hmm,
how Keanu wants Ashley to stay, but it's fucking Keanu. Right now, Vince wants Ashley to stay, but it's Vince.
mm-hmm.
Granted, he'll listen to Morgan, but um, I don't know. Like, I think Ava doesn't play the game actively. She doesn't do much. She doesn't play that well. She at least like she.
It's moving. It's coming to me. Holy shit! What the fuck? Get away! Stop!
Put your mic down.
I keep talking.
Um, Ava at least pushed to have the veto used on herself, which is good. Um, the she just doesn't have much power in the game. Like both HOHs nominated her. Those are the two most likely people to win HOH again. Or I guess Morgan can't, but Keanu would also likely nominate her. Maybe he nominates Morgan and Vince first, but then she's the renom. Like it's hard to see a situation where she doesn't at least risk touching the block this week, even if she stays. Like if she gets to final who is the issue, because I don't think there's anybody in the house who currently wants to take her there. Ashley thinks she loses. Morgan isn't planning on taking her and would take multiple other people first. Keanu, to my knowledge, wasn't planning to take her. Who knows what the fuck Vince wants to do past Morgan? Like, I think it's hard to go past B tier, even though she has so much win equity, because her past attitude is one of the hardest to visualize for me. And she's also not.
It's trapped in the Tupperware. I chopped off its legs.
She's also just not actively playing enough for me to feel comfortable putting her higher. If she was doing more to do all of this herself, and she was like, working people over and talking to everyone, then I'd be like, yeah, sure. But I think B tier is a good balance for her win equity alongside her chances of getting there and overall activity. God. It's, try to figure out how to stall for more time while he's dealing with that.
I'm not
Did you
okay.
get
I'm not okay, by the way.
Tito's my favorite
It's
Pokemon?
trapped in the Tupperware, but I can't get it to go in it. This was a bad plan.
Yeah, I don't know how we didn't foresee that. Like, did you not bring a lid for the Tupperware? Like, how did you plan to break it? Like, you're supposed to
I
get like.
tried to put paper underneath, but it didn't work.
We'll try again.
Okay.
I think this might be the best podcast ever.
The best podcast.
Oh my god! Wait, it's just like Kelly.
Stop.
All right, everyone, we're gonna have dead bugs in Bryce's room and plant bugs.
Oh, wait. I forgot the fucking lid.
I've never heard before.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Its guts are everywhere.
I don't know what to say. I'm just scared.
Please die.
How are his guts everywhere and it's not dead yet?
Drag down the Tupperware, its like legs are falling off.
I cannot believe this is still going on. This has got to be the worst podcast in history, bro.
I did it. I did it. I fucking did it. Holy fuck.
Everyone applause the Bryce for killing this fucking bug. And please hurry up and get here faster so we can end the episode. For the love of God. It's a live HOH tonight on feeds. I don't know if it started yet. If it has, I'm not currently able to watch it. I hope it starts soon. Because I would like to know the HOH before I go to bed, but I also want to go to bed soon.
Hey. Hi, Ryan. I just I can't understate how big that was. Like it almost didn't fit in the Tupperware. I was really brave just now, and I know it doesn't sound like it, but I was so brave. Okay, so what have you guys been chatting about?
What size Tupperware was it?
I don't know. I don't know. I just had a panic.
Did you hear what I was talking about or no? It seemed like
No,
it.
I was going through war.
But then you were like responding to me sometimes.
I don't know. It's like when someone's like dying on a hospital bed and the like doctor's talking them through it. They're like, "Oh, did you have a nice birthday?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I
Um,
did. I'm gonna go on vacation. We're gonna see the mountains." Like, um,
I said I would give Ava a B tier because
I agree.
she has
Agreed.
some equity, but she keeps getting nominated and has no like power control in the game, and her path to the finals is rocky.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. The thing will say, um, I think she's played a lot better of a game than people give her credit for. I think these last couple weeks were very bad for her, um, because losing Kelly and Lauren, bad. Um, yes, Brian.
All of that happened because she picked Vince in the hamster wheel.
I know. My yeah. I think outside of the Vince hamster wheel pick, she has played the best game in the house. Um, and I hate to say that, but because she annoys me and I don't like it. Um, there's not been a week she's been in danger this entire time. Um, she has always been really able to play the middle. Um, and I think her game is more intentional than people think. I've had to admit, um, I think she knows what she's doing a little more than she likes to let on. I think it's a big part of her strategy to say, I don't know, oh, I'm going to do whatever. But then sometimes it's not strategy and it's legit. So I don't know with her, but I'm inclined to believe if she's that consistently in a good spot, that it's not completely ass. Um, but yeah, she's lost our allies one by one because of that Rachel pick, and I agree. Um, and this is the first time she could be in risk, but she's still, this is not the path that's great for her, but she has a lot of friends on that jury to where she could even beat Morgan. I could see her beating Morgan. Probably not though, but she's played a great game to get here. But too emotional and annoying me, and B is the right place because the first week she actually could be in some danger. So that's my Ava stance. So yeah, I have
Yeah.
something to say. I
So
want to. Oh,
I
sorry.
did that that like currently nobody plans to take her to the final two, and her path there is very hard, especially if she would need to win the final HOH.
I thought Ashley planned to, but whatever.
It's Ava. Like they
What?
made two, but I think that's just as like a getting Ava's loyalty thing. I don't think she actually wants to take Ava.
I was saying, I think this Ashley Vince final two could be more likely than anything because I do think Ashley's going to realize it. Um, but whatever. And Vince might realize it if Morgan's gone too. Like if Morgan goes, I could actually see that final two, which is crazy. But before we do the last person, I would love if we put someone in D, and I want it to be Vince. I know you want it to be Lauren, um, but I want to put Keanu in C.
Yeah,
So I
no,
want us to have someone in D.
absolutely.
Because here's the tea, guys. Keanu might win this game. And he's delusional. He's an idiot. He has no good reads, and we always know that. He survived on social capital this week. That's crazy. Um, that's crazy. If you even if you're delusional and make 10 final twos, if you present yourself as an option at least, unlike Lauren did, and like talk to people, they at least think there's a chance you could work with them, and that's better than no chance, like Lauren and Kelly give. Um, I have to like he can win this game, and despite being the biggest comp threat, you know, he did well enough to survive. So that's why he's a C. I know everyone's after him. I know it's whatever, but I'm happy to put him C if you'd like. I also thought if we put him C, we could get someone in every single tier list. That would be fun, but like we're looking at him as one of the likeliest winners, and I don't know. That's something. So yeah.
Okay, no, I'm gonna start with what happened last week before I move on to the current stuff. Number one, there was a point in the week when he uh got the one person who was most loyal to him to want to vote him out for like a day straight. um, because of how actively bad he was playing. Two, he actively was convinced from before Lauren even went on the block that she was the consensus target and that he would stay over her with Kelly and Vince's vote.
Oh, with Kelly and Vince's vote.
He thought he had at worst one of their votes, but he was pretty sure he'd have both.
Gotcha.
Um, he is still like he does not know what's happening in the house.
He never has.
Yes, he survived a vote, but like, who cares? Um, Even moving on to the next week, there are 5 people in the house. 4 of them actively want Keanu out more than they want anybody else out. Nobody is taking him to final two, and even if he makes it there, he loses to at minimum 50% of them. And we've discussed that Ashley and Vince both have a potential chance. So I don't know where the hell you're getting one of the most likely winners from when nobody wants him there and he loses to multiple of them.
I just think he's gonna win out, and I think he's. I can. Oh, HOH is live. I think he's gonna win out, and honestly, I just feel like he's gonna win. I don't know in my bones. Like I think they're gonna be like, "Wow, Keanu, you're so cool. You won 90 competitions." But I'm fine to give him a B. I'm not gonna give him an F.
Yeah, no,
Because
like
I
he's
was proud of him that he was staying in 2 of 3 scenarios. Like good for you, King. But
yeah, but like
mm,
even look at comps. Like he has won the same amount of HOHs and vetoes as Morgan. He is one ahead of Vince, and even if you throw in Blockbuster, that doesn't change too much
oh,
either. Like
okay,
they're
update. HOH comp is. Do you want to know what the HOH comp is? It's like their whole. It's the one that Christmas and Jessica faced off in where you hold the sword against the thing.
oh my god, it's the Leah one. We won.
Yes, it's the Leah one.
Okay,
So
so who won the
interesting.
Jessica? Yeah, Ashley wins.
She could.
Okay,
She
so this HOH is not ending before I fucking go to bed.
no.
Wasn't this also an OTT and it went for like 400 hours?
As if I fucking know the OTT competitions, but
I
maybe.
a year ago and was telling me and was like updating you about it. I don't know. Feel like this was like the week 2 or 3 HOH and it went for like 500
I think
hours.
I have a vague memory of Justin winning this.
Justin didn't win any competitions.
Okay.
It was like the final 2 or 3 was like was her name Neely, like the older lady.
Queen. My queen. Neely was pushed.
She
America
got
did her so easy.
a second, I think, to like Alex, or maybe she won. I don't remember.
I don't think Neely won anything.
I think she got second to Alex,
Okay.
or
I
maybe
was a Neely fan. She was great. And everyone nominated her for like no reason. And it made me mad.
Anyways, yeah, Keanu absolutely no shot. He's going in C. He's lucky to get D.
Fine, fine, fine. So we don't have someone in every tier list. That's okay. Uh, it's true. If I'm grading on a realistic scale, you're right. I was grading on a Keanu scale, and I was like, I don't hate the people he tried to work with, and he like survived a vote. So I was like, amazing. But we have to do a real scale and not a Keanu scale, and he's still Keanu. So I'm in
that there is the chance he wins his way to the end.
a big chance.
I
Yeah,
still wouldn't say big, but
I would say big, especially with Lauren gone. I mean,
again, Morgan and Vince have both won almost as many comps as him.
it's true. It's true. Um,
Well, then again, no, sorry. He's won 4 vetoes, and Morgan's only won 3. So,
yeah. um,
so once again, we managed to yap for over an hour. Partially thanks to the centipede I played in your room.
so foul. I don't know if I'm happy or sad I had that trauma documented, but like
Hit
I
15
still feel like I went through like
drive to Bryce's house and put more bugs in his room.
no, don't. I'm not even that squeamish about bugs, but that thing was so big. I'm telling, I can't. I tried to show it. I don't know why. I couldn't figure out where the camera was pointing. It was weird, but it was so big. It was so big and centipede and running, and it was right above my bed. And I, I, I mean, luckily I didn't panic. You know,
Do you
luckily I
have
kept my.
Do you have any final thoughts for the week, Bryce?
Um, I do. Um, and they are that. Um, I know we all hate what happened to Rachel, and I still do too. And I want to hate the season forever and ever and ever. And say it's the worst thing in the world because they did that. I have been entertained. Um, and most of that is thanks to the cheat mans. Um, but I don't hate this season, guys. I don't hate the season. I think you eliminate that White Locust week, almost every other week has been putting me on the edge of my seat. So I'm gonna have to think about it. But I'm excited to see how this plays out. None of these people feel like Big Brother winners at all. So I still feel like we're gonna get a fuck ass winner, but we'll have to see. So that's it. That's my final thoughts. Any final thoughts, Ryan?
I think if Keanu wins the season, that the season plummets in the rankings. I think if Vince wins, it's also lower.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm very result oriented. Like a finale is a big part of a season. Like you gotta rate with the winner in mind. And if Keanu wins this fucking season, it is so much lower in my book.
Yeah, I guess. I'm almost okay with him winning, so that maybe Rachel can win AFP.
Let Taylor win both. If Keanu's that big of a fan favorite, they'll let him win both.
Sometimes I feel like there were other winners that would have won America's favorite, but they always just like
I think
didn't.
they finished it with Taylor. Like I think Ian would have won America's favorite. I
I
think
think,
like
yeah.
thinks um probably only Ian actually that I can think of.
Let's see. Maggie. Um,
I
I guess so. Yeah, maybe, but sometimes I felt like they don't even allow the winner to be in it. But whatever. I will be annoyed if Keanu gets both. Keanu would be a terrible winner. For some reason, he's funny to me, but like I don't want him to win. Yeah, everyone's gonna be annoying. But whatever. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Ava would be a weird winner too. I don't know how I'd feel about her winning. I hate to say this, I think Ava's game would age well, and that's
I think we would need to hear from her after the season and see like if she's actually just like, well, yeah, I was just sitting around and everyone else targeting each other. I think
it's
actually convey that it was intentional. I'll give her flowers, but I'm not convinced.
I've seen her have moments. Like after her HOH, I remember her going to Will and saying, I hung out in my room the whole time and everyone thought Mickey ran my HOH, and that's super fine with me. Like she's had little moments of that sort of thing. Like she always does this thing where she says, I don't want to influence you, do whatever you want. I don't care. But insert point here, right? Like, and she does pitch point even when she says she's not. Um, I think it is her strategy to really look like she doesn't care, and I don't know. Ava just fell, by the way. So, um,
I think Morgan might be able to guess how long that took.
yeah, I that took about as long as the wall comp. You know,
Okay.
I heard her saying she threw it for the record, so there is that at least. But oh, one PSA before we go on throwing comps. If she did, guys, if you are going to throw a competition, write 1 billion. Why does everyone go low to throw a competition? It's crazy. All right. You not see June and Allison, fucking Bowie Jane, like everyone consistently. I can't tell you the last time I saw someone write a ridiculously high number to throw a competition, and I can think of a million times people wrote a low number. Write something high if you don't want to win. That's all. Okay.
I like when Tori and BB 18 said 1 billion.
King. That's a he just shot up my player rankings for that. That's really fun of him.
No, that's boring history, but he's like a top, I don't know, 50 player, maybe somewhere around there.
He could. He could be.
I can't think of a glaring flaw in his game.
He was really hot. I saw him in like a commercial. Okay. Any last thoughts before we head out, Ryan?
I think that I'm gonna end with a bold statement that I don't want to elaborate on. I want us to cut to the love one another after. I
Okay.
think that if Vince and or Lauren both uh stuck to their gut, let's say Vince specifically and Lauren to a lesser extent. If they both just did what they wanted and stuck to their gut and like told people this is how it is, this is how it's going to be, instead of playing like scared little babies, that they would be the best two players on the cast.
With that, love one another. And pay your taxes. All right. Good night, house guests.